me nah sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. But when we there yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Roast breadfruit and banana. Under the tree with a glass of lemonade. Jumping at the river when me ready for bed. No boy can't buy me out. Me no foreign minded, no way compared to Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love. Everybody wanna visit Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna see Jamaica love. The one that represent the citizens of Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Represent where you born. Too enough hurricane and storm. From the time red jack, me no matter about tax man, still a hustler than a guan. Jamaican have the link to the link, we connect Canadian, American, England. Make sure say when they are foreign and a hustle, mama visit Western Union. Don't make with build up with foundation. All the hard man, them fear of ambition. Don't flash out all the money back, SSP, anything comes and ammunition. Real Jamaican, no show me you want. No matter which part of the world where you stand. Me no matter what them want say about Jamaica, me sing it out loud, come proud to be one. Peace. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love. Everybody wanna visit Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna see Jamaica love. The one that represent the citizens of Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Pick up the youth we are white car glass. Youth we are trying always to come last. Don't give up, don't give up. Jimmy Cliff tell them many rivers to cross. Help out your sister if she get lost. Don't turn your face to the grass and pass. Show love to the elders. Respect you, can them pave the way in the past. Some man want like say them better than people. Through them a drive a one vehicle. Vanity make them move evil. It's easier for your camel pass through the eye of the eagle than the rich because sit down in a heaven and bitch. That now any on me ever hungry again. Me a walk and look for every lucky tree me a serve. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love. Peace. Everybody wanna visit Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna see Jamaica love. The one that represent the citizens of Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Me love Jamaica, me nah sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out. Me day in a me yard, nothing nice like Jamaica. Selfish and banana. Under the tree with a glass of lemonade. Jumping at the river when me ready for bed. No boy can't buy me out. Me no foreign minded, no way compared to Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna feel Jamaica love. Everybody wanna visit Jamaica. Jamaica love, Jamaica. Jamaica love, we wanna see Jamaica love.
And cry, be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his prime. Stronger, getting stronger. Getting stronger, getting stronger.
I'm making it in a line.
Getting stronger.
Now I'm gonna ease up.
Getting there. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my bumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his prime. Really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my bumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his prime. Man I fi hustle hard, man I fi get it. Me nah go follow not a trend, me have to set it. So many hungry days, me nah forget it. Could you find a butter so the bread, me have to wet it. Say man I chat it from deep in the slumber. And still I tell myself, me nah go bust no gunner. No one no Glock 17 in a me yana. Rather go studio, go make a hit song. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my pumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his pride. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my pumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his pride. Even through the storm, I don't get weary. No, no, yes. Tell my cousin town, don't care who see me. No, no, yes. Me not ashamed and cry. Hold my head high. Man said the boy struggle on ya. So send a word to my daughter. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my pumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his pride. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my pumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his pride. Garbage man, we're picking up the garbage to the farmer man out there saving lives. We understand, so send a word to the eagle. Love how you use the street knowledge. We send a you go college. No sacrifice you make in life. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my pumps and cry. Be a legend in the books. Muhammad Ali in his pride. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up on my pumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his pride. When I really sit around and look, I gotta get up off my pumps and cry. Be a legend in the book. Muhammad Ali in his pride. Stronger, getting stronger.
Reference, you know?
Getting stronger.
Because I know they're bright and
Getting there.
Don't worry about people.
Stronger.
Keep on treading.
Getting stronger.
Brethren.
Andrew Wellness, they are the team well strong. JLP, me say the thing up. From road work to walk, we not ease up, prosperity around. The whole place stand up. Andrew in our place, tax cut we a support. Everything good, yeah, the money just a float. Get on you look, greatness in high school. Believe not yourself, people and have hope. Fi be winner, progress it a fi sure. A road a fi fix up, money a fi flow. Mommy want roof before the storm blow. Jumps in my sisters, jumps in my bro. Economy a rise, everything a grow. And you a lead out, them a watch you show. The vision real, the people want more. You them future secure. You're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Leader, you're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Prosperity Lord, louder than before. They get to up a vision, we don't want poor. You're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Leader, you're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Education for the youths and more. 1 PM, 1 Jamaica, Andrew.
Team JLP, your 2 minutes.
My fellow Jamaicans, in 2016, you asked the Jamaica Labour Party, you gave them your vote of confidence to correct the ills within our economy caused by the People's National Party. They served 24 of 27 years and created more debt, more unemployment, more poverty than any other administration.
Things don't look good, man.
Fast forward to today, 2025, we have the lowest poverty rate, we have the lowest unemployment rate, we have a macroeconomic stable society.
The best is yet to come.
We have more companies registering to start their business. We have crime that has been the monster of your business, your personal life, down the lowest in 30 years. All by the policies of this government. Our hospital and health centers have embarked on the largest expansion and build-out. They left it as a disaster. We have had to correct it.
If me ever hear the PMP I get back in country, me resign, me move to somewhere else.
We ask you, on September 3rd, give the Jamaica Labour Party the opportunity to continue the work.
People of Jamaica, put your head beside the bell.
We have done more for you than any other administration, and certainly more than the PNP has ever done.
Sure.
They are now coming with a one-week plan,
It give me like a cranny feeling.
essentially to get your vote by claiming 3.5 when they rejected our 1.5 when we started.
Flip-flop.
They don't know how to get us there. We will get you there.
Choose Jamaica.
We are about protecting yourselves, your families, your communities by doing what is necessary. That is all that matters. Their diversion around innuendos, rumors, targeting persons and character assassination
Think that can win anything?
does not impact you in your community.
Believe, I tell you.
It is about the water, the road, the health services, and this government has done more. On the 3rd of September, put your X beside the bell.
Me didn't have to be a labor right. Me didn't have to be a labor right. Look here. Then me could have never be a labor right. Jesus Christ, man. God would have seen me. God would have seen me.
Yes, good night, Facebook family and friends. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, counting down 8 days to go before the people of Jamaica goes to the polls to vote in a new government or to continue with the same government that is in power presently. Yeah, as you can see, the odds are running. There are a lot of odds going out there, yeah, but a lot of talk about, about this Jamaica politics and what's going on, and just give my perspective on a couple of debates I've watched so far. And we talk about the budget and the fight over this 3.5 plan and the government plan in terms of just reducing the income tax threshold by going down from 25 to 15 or whatever percentage they're looking to go down. But as I said, let's go to some international news and some things that I've been highlighting for the past couple of days. Where I tell the people, Donald Trump, yeah, you will say, Donald Trump is trying to be the wannabe dictator in the United States. He has started threatening that he wants to expand with the National Guards in certain cities like Chicago. I don't even talk about New York yet. But you're talking about in Chicago, honestly, where high crime is and all that. And so, the mayor for Chicago has rightfully been pushing back at him, saying no want him there. He's all right. He don't need to come to Chicago to try solving a crime problem. But this is statics in terms of imposing will on society in general by using National Guard, which he has ton of power to move into anywhere he feels like are justified. But there are certain laws that certain states you just cannot come into without permission of the state governance to come over and take over the city. Some state like DC, where is that now with National Guard, it's because that DC doesn't have that long type of governance or laws to protect the federal government was moving. So he did that with DC. Somebody said he's going to try that, but I don't think he'll be able to stand on any good grounds to invade those countries, to be honest. So, Donald Trump is trying to be the dictator. one of the biggest things that he did, he I tell you, he wants to put his people in there, his people in power. He wants his people to be people who are Democrats. He wants to remove them. And I can see we attempt to fire one of the board of governors for the Fed's office. He said that based on information he received, she lied about her mortgage, lied about her mortgage, second mortgage, and lied about what her income she was. That's the rumors out there. But unfortunately, that is firing of her will be falling at deaf ear, because once again the Fed is a separate entity or has separations of power. That means that the only thing that can happen is that the president can hold up. If someone from the Feds leave, or lead chair leave, or whatever governor leave, he can only do appointments to it, and then he can fire them back. And when they make the appointments, those people will be in their job for life until them feel like resign or then die in their job. Yeah, that's how it is with the Federal Reserve position. I see he continues to pressure the Federal Reserve chair to reduce interest rates. But I see where there was this article coming out. I think there was this documentary coming out about from India, where they're saying that I think it's India, where they say tariffs is going to be a massive hit for some of the local production companies in India, and plus people here when the tariffs start hit them, because the price increases. I'm maybe out of touch with reality at times, because to be honest, I try to stay away from his Donald Trump shenanigans, whatever his whole things about what he's trying to do, and his attempt to be that dictator. Yes, Donald Trump is going to try to take over the country by being a dictator. I'm not sure if he will ever be allowed, because the laws here are very clear that after 4 years he needs to go, and that's what his MAGA base. He's relying on his MAGA base to see if he will get able to take over the country by being a dictator. I'm not sure if that will happen. That one thing, the Democratic institution is very strong here in the United States. One thing I see Donald Trump, which is MAGA base, was against, is that he's going to give. Because sometimes Donald Trump is a real gangster. Yeah, man, I'm a real gangster, man. This man up here. The man said, man, give China allow 600,000 students from China to come to America. And he and his MAGA group have this issue with illegal immigrants. And he's going to allow China to send their students, export 600,000 students here in America to attend whatever schools they want to attend. Now, it's quite clear that he wants to be the best friend of China. It's quite clear he wants to body up, because once again, he realized that his tariffs cannot hurt China, but most of China tariffs can hurt the United States. Yeah, that's just a fact. And that's where he's trying to give 600,000 China students visas to come to the country to go to school. The hypocrisy of Donald Trump is just one that amazes me at times. And I say this without no apologies. I'm dying the day to see him go and move on from this country. I know I got 3 more years. God spare my life. I hope that I won't see him at the back of him. And that's what it is. Donald Trump has proven that he's all for it. He's a narcissist. He wants to be a dictator. He wants to be that person who he believes he can just be another China dictator and all that. But sad for me that will never happen. That will never happen. So I want to wait and see how the 600,000 students work out with China, and how it MAGA base, because MAGA base is one that will work lobbying or asking to make sure it takes care of, or don't make it too much immigrants coming to the country to take over, to do schooling and all that. And we can see on the media every day that there's still issues with ICE going into schools, going on the road, stopping people and trying to deport them. There's one big case where they deport this guy to El Salvador by error. He's back in the country, but they want to still export him. They asked him to take a plea deal and get out the country. And the guy said, no, he's not doing that. They said that he has been involved in human trafficking and all that. Listen, if he had really been involved in human trafficking, he'll be jail a long time. I've been deported a long time to back to where it comes from. It's Costa Rica. I think that's where it comes from. But you see, this is the whole thing about the politics right now in the United States. You know, Donald Trump wants to be vindictive to anybody. Donald Trump wants to purge all illegal immigrants, whether they are criminal or you're a good person. He wants to purge the city, the country of illegal immigrants. He wants to bring new tariffs just to make sure that all the manufacturing companies and business come back to the United States of America. And so, you know, he's just out there creating unnecessary enemies and wars in terms of the tariffs I'm talking about. But I'll say this with no apology. Donald Trump is going to continue doing what he wants to do. Yes. Donald Trump will continue doing what he wants to do if he feels that. If anything he feels like doing. And that's just his reality about him. You know, he feels that he must be a king. And you know, but America don't like kings. That's why the country set up that way from day one with the forefathers, in terms of they creating a constitution where they say all men were born equal. Yeah, they said all men were born equal. And that's where sometimes I believe the American society has forgotten to rely on the Constitution as its guide, how to treat people, make sure people are treated equally. And the sky and the high eyes of God, I should say, are the Almighty above. And that's what some people love, as we have learned, that some people love to divide and conquer. Some people like to control people's lives. Some people like to dictate what to do to some people's life. And it boils down to the mental side of the private people who have some be submissive to people because what they can receive or get from the people or whatever. Or they're just simply not educated enough to understand that they're all born free and are all equal to everyone. There's a difference that some people are in better positions than others who can hurt or help people in general. And just to move on to something my 85 group, big up them, big up the group. You know, we always have some live discussion. One person we talk about with someone, swimming in Jamaica, saw we a lot of people, poor people in shanty shacks and poor houses, you know, and so I'm sorry. So someone said that, so someone said, all right, that Jamaica poor is really bad. And my comment to that person was that poor is all over the world. Poverty is a crime, and leaders use it to divide and conquer people, or divide and rule. Yes, I'm with the term divide and rule, and that's just the reality of being in a poverty state. And I said America has more poverty than some countries, but it's high, it's hidden. It's not shown on TV daily. Yeah, it's not shown on TV daily. It's hidden. It's hidden way deep down in the background. The media will never bring that forward until they feel like it's time to bring it forward. That's how it is here in America. There's poverty in the Bronx, poverty in Queens, all over. So I was saying that poverty is a relevant thing. How well governments deal with it. How well people, all the governments of the world try to help their people come out of poverty. They always say, still the poverty has to be educated. That's one way. You have to get some education, still the poverty, because it gives you a chance to earn more than the normal folks out there. But the real issue is how many person can really get a full education, whether in America, whether in Jamaica at times. How many person have that mental capacity to grasp and gain knowledge to improve their well-being and also their wealth through a degree. How many persons? Really, how many persons? You see, it takes a different mindset when you decide to get yourself in a mode of educating yourself and getting some degree to give you a chance and somehow give you a chance to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, be an entrepreneur for yourself, provide for you and your family, have a business. And I'm all for self-reliance. I'm all for believing that people of color should always have a business, go into business. Some businesses, if you work at the age of have a small business on the side for yourself. Yeah, Courtney, blessing believe right friend. All right, think of myself, Courtney, boy here. You're nice, oh, well, with them, general. Yeah, well, I don't know what Dexter there. I don't hear mother. I don't hear Donald. Well, go on, my brothers. Yeah, so, as a poverty is a thing all around the world that needs to be addressed. But the leaders of these countries around the world don't want to take up that mantle to try to deal with the issue that's facing them. And I want to say education one way to get out of poverty. But really, how many people can really get out of poverty? Sometimes people stay in poverty. It's all about a mental issue, mental case. And I've seen that so many times. I've asked the question sometimes, why is it that some people can escape poverty through hard work and hustle, while some people stay within poverty, why they stay in that level, in that zone? Yeah, and I can guess that me, Courtney, and myself, we are friends who are stay in that level of poverty. They just don't want to move to a different level. They just stay because one, they weren't properly educated. They weren't properly educated. And the second thing is that some of them are not willing to learn. So they're not willing to move to another to get a better job for themselves. And people also on the street, they look at job and them things for the rest of their life. Depend on a friend helping there, depend on handle from Mr. Tom, Mr. Harry to keep him alive. And when he's dead and gone, his friends will have to bury him and family bury him. That's how it is. That's how people are. That's what makes people different from what they are. Because once again, poverty is just a real thing. Can we escape poverty? Of course we can escape poverty. But it starts from the mindset of a person that is listening. I have to get out of this situation where I am. I will have to do what is necessary to make it. And I'm talking doing bad things. I'm talking what makes you can get out proper education. When you start a business, something to move you out of poverty and maybe into prosperity or progress in your life. Because each one of us, no matter what, we go through a phase, a cycle in our lives. We go through our struggles, periodic struggles sometimes. Sometimes we go through longer struggles than others to reach to actualization or to make something better for our lives. Some people might have some luck, maybe some people might have some goals in their mouth, maybe some people have some trust fund, but they do go through some struggles some point in their life. Struggles are not immune to anybody. Anybody tell us they're not go through some struggles, I feel something to throw some curveball and lie. I lie them I tell. Straight lie. But it's how well you have that mental facet to keep up and keep pushing and keep dealing with it. Yeah, man. All that, sir. Big sir. Yeah, man. Correct, man. Alfred, yeah, man. Coach Henry. Yes, man. Go through him thing and come back and keep fighting. And you keep giving back. There are so many people like Sir Alfred Henry. Yeah, man. Sir Alfred Henry was a man that do him off though. So we have to know that life is having struggles. We go through different phases. We have all different things. Sometimes we have to just hold our head and keep our down working. We go through a storm. I've been through storms. You see, I've been through storms. Keep it real. But the grace of God keep me going. Yeah, I mean, I tell you, it was one time me gonna jump off the bridge. I mean, run, can't walk, can't, but the grace of God, I'm a Christian faith. Can't me try, you know. The big man upstairs find a way to keep me going, keep me afloat. Tough sometime, but it's just a part of life. So my thing is this, when we talk about poverty and staying away from poverty, it comes from the mindset of people. And then if the people don't have the correct mindset, then it becomes an issue. If people are still in ignorance, then it becomes an issue. And most of poverty is from ignorance, and proper education system. And they make a typical one. And that's where, we look at life in general. So, I mean, we have to know that, if our future kids, our generation, because we have to know, you have to teach them proper way. Ignorance is not an option for kids not to excel. Education is key, I do some sports or whatever. And that's just the reality. I combine a sports and education is important. That's student athlete. And that's where we need to appeal our country, especially USA, need to start looking to see how best they can help to eradicate poverty. Because there are times so many food gives it. But as I said, part of the poverty is the mental facets of these people. Do they really want to stay in poverty? Do they care about themselves? Do they want to live a different life? The impression I get sometimes is, no, they don't want. They want to stay in that level where they're at. So poverty will exist every time. But it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Yeah, moving on. Wow, I tell you, boy, 10 out already. Just want to mention from sports, EPL stars in my Spurs team now around back-to-back 2 wins, 2 games. They meet a big food. And get Manchester City 2-piece, you don't know Friday. It's the gun. See where Liverpool is doing this thing with Liverpool has been conceding, but they have been keep working on wins by one goal margin. No blowout for them. And the other areas where the people are ready to go for a debate and ready to I should say, give their contribution. So, I must say that things are different in this world at this time. And before I even close, I was about talking about my predictions, and somehow I believe that there's going to be some recession. I don't know when. I can't tell the date and time, but with Donald Trump pressing the feds and Donald Trump doing all these types, right? And it's quite clear he's been escaping these recession. Something you have to give down the road. Something has to give. I don't know what it is, but something will have to give down the road. Because the trajectory growth right now, there's no growth. There's no job growth in the market. The feds are holding steady. The feds don't know what's going to happen or the market react tomorrow. Our day is coming. The volatility of the market is just right now is wearing very thin. Wearing very thin. And that's just the facts. It's wearing very thin. So what can we do to prevent a recession? Is that good macro policies will have to change by Donald Trump to avoid a recession? But at this point, there's no looking back for him. He's looking to unsuit his people and himself and his family in terms of making more wealth for them, creating more wealth. And that's just what it is. There's a pastor Christian impeachment first, and Donald Trump is doing that. With all dealings right now behind closed door. But that's Donald Trump. I mean, and that's what his forte is. But I'm saying that there should be some form of recession coming, and it will make the mile, whatever. But if a recession starts in the US, there's always a ripple effect across the entire world. Some people don't want it, but it's what it is. That's why the Federal Reserve in the US has to be careful whether or not they're going to increase the interest rate or reduce it. And that's what they are right now, the crossroads, from my perspective. The Fed's not going to crossroads right now. And Donald Trump is pressuring to drop the percentage point on the interest rate. But let's wait and see. Donald Trump will have his win. The Feds will have their win in terms of how they're angling the interest rate going forward. I must say, You know, NFL is soon will be back. Yeah, NFL. Let's see where they're doing well. They're playing some preseason games and all that. See some players getting injured in preseason game. I'm not sure why they keep preseason game now. Because the NFL has too much liability in terms of players getting simple injury and also 2 or 3 games. It's not soccer or basketball where they get injured and can't recover in a couple of days and go back up on the court. Football has a different level of injury. You know? And I don't know why these coaches and these managers or whoever trainers don't try to appeal get in. They have to just lay off. Yeah. You know, just lay off until they get better so they can come back fit and stronger. But no, they prefer to bring them playing injuries, give them a 1 week break and then come back again and they break down, keep breaking down. And in the season, the team doesn't excel because of these injuries. But I really see how well the NFL team will manage it because there's some new protocol, concussion protocols that they put in place. And I really hope that some of the teams, you know, at least some of the teams will bring a better performance next time around. Let me take a short break. I want to play 2 clip again. You know, right play 2 clip. And you give, I mean, we can have a comment on these Courtney and other persons who are watching me now and my perspective. Let's hold it tight what I mentioned here.
State government has done more for the water sector than any government in the past. More than 350,000 Jamaicans have benefited from improved access to reliable potable water since 2015. These life-changing projects have positively impacted citizens in every parish of Jamaica. We are currently investing 22 billion Jamaican dollars to improve your water supply and resilience for a further 900,000 Jamaicans. We are running the economy well and NWC well so we can do more for you. The list of water projects affects real people. We have invested in increased storage, new pipes, pumps and renewable energy. It doesn't mean that the job is finished, labor rights. There are many communities that never had water before Andrew Michael Holness became Prime Minister that have water in them pipe today. Communities like Spring Garden in St. Thomas and New Eden in Portland. The people of Mason Hall in St. Mary along Phase 1 can attest to it. Free Hill in Bamboo Centre can tell you, no more bath pan, no more bucket, a straight shower. The Andrew Holness.
The PNP does not understand government. The PNP does not understand Jamaica's budget. And the PNP is not ready to lead this country. So to the people of Jamaica, I say here we are again on the eve of an election with promises from the PNP that they have not explained how they will fund. We know their history. The PNP are the party that puts more taxes on the people. They are the party that adds more debt to the debt stock. Do not let them anywhere near Jamaica House. They will wreck the economy again. They do not understand this country's budget. They do not understand government, and the PNP are not ready to lead. So every time you hear them speak of these promises, ask them, how will you fund it? Will you tax us, the Jamaican people, to fund it? Will you cut something in the budget to make way for your promises? Or, like the PNP has a history of doing, will you borrow to fund it? And let them answer the question. The PNP does not.
Just to add, just to go into the final segment, we are going to talk about Jamaica politics. Cause, you know, everything now is boiling down to last 8 days to go or 9 days to go before election. You don't go to the voting to give the vote for either Jamaica Labour Party or the PNP. And so I'm going to talk about a couple of things, the debates that I was watching the other night. And the first debate, let me give my perspective on it. And they say the PNP win and one person the JLP win, and everybody give them opinion on the social issue. And once again, and from that night, I've said to myself, there's something wrong with the debate structure. And there are a couple of things that maybe I'm from old school, or maybe I'm looking forward to something. If the debate is going, the national debate on social issues, that means the JLP, PNP going to ask questions, moderator, and the media was going to ask questions about social issues. What are their plans, futuristic plans, how best they will address some social issues that are really affecting the people in Jamaica. But what I found with the first debate was that they did not stay in line or in tune in terms of them asking tough questions about social issues. Both parties were guilty of going off on different areas which weren't a part of social issues. Especially PNP was really not on point with the social issues and giving clear vision and plans for the Anglican social issues. Yes, we can comment about the debaters and JP said Perona Child like him start and missing for most of the debate and then come with a closing argument. And then Favor will what's his name? Favor, the other person. That person was not strong. But Matty Samuda was the man who carried the JLP through that debate because of his precision in answering and his knowledge of government and what government is all about and how best these government and the power execute certain programs. While on the other side, I didn't want to talk. Damian Crawford, the goat man, yeah, he just did his thing. The lady, she was okay. I like her. I remember her name. Miss Bennett, whatever she named. She did well for PNP. Because she was precise. She was, a little bit loud. And then Mr. Personality. He was being very people about certain things. He was very, slandering and he was attacking the opposition people and Jamaica Labour Party debaters in terms of his dismiss of smart remarks and all that. But it was not a great debate. It was boring to me. I fall asleep between them. I watched it again and realized something I missed out, to be honest. And my thing is this, I know Jamaica Commission for Debate need a lot of work. My thing is the moderator must be able to contribute to the debate. And when I say that, you can't stop them. Time, thank you, opposition, thank you, Jamaica Labour Party, thank you. Yeah, there's some repetition. My thing is this, the moderators should be able to stop, ask the debaters to stay in content, answer questions, because we as people of nation need to have questions about how they're going to angle the economy, like certain things like environment, issue and blah, and when we with infrastructure for the schools and all those things. And that's where I was very disappointed in that. And then I think it didn't bring on no highlight. It bring on more like mudslinging and all that to me. And then we move on to the finance debate. They said it'll be a final where we have Favor Williams, Dana Morrison, and Christopher Tufton, chairman of the campaign committee. And we also have good night, Dex. How are you? Please, I don't cry over for nobody, boss. You know, we take our legs. I'll move on. And we have on the PNP side Julian Roberts, we had this lady Sharon, and then Peter Bounty in the powerful debate on economics and the world plans. And it came to one mustling, especially the PNP went off the rail, where they started to put pressure upon the JLP by saying certain things and all that. But, I was very disappointed about the economic debate. I prefer to say this is going to be a political debate between these three people on JLP, these three people on the PNP, and let them battle it out and mustering each other. Then give a headline about the debate about economic economic performance and all. I was happy. And I think, a lot of media persons, like, are applauding PNP, Julian Robinson, for his performance. I said PNP won. And said JLP didn't do nothing. They didn't deserve. They didn't take out the hand. They didn't take out the gloves out of the hand and went back mudslinging. But do we really want mudslinging in a national debate? Don't you really want to hear from what opposition going to bring if they should be in power? And what the present government in power, what will they continue in terms of program, what they're going to do to the economy? And that's where I beg to differ with a lot of people. When you can have a national TV debate and it comes like a mudslinging from one side and one side trying to address answers, it just become a circus. It become like a theater. And then there are people out there applauding Julian Robinson, applauding Bounty, applauding Manchester Mood, and applauding Christopher Tufton. And I'm not applauding her because she was very quiet and that's how she is. Is she a real debater? No, she's not. It's quite how she's not a debater. So I be the woman. She just answers the questions that she reacts. And though that she answers the question, yeah, she started, she might be looking nervous, but she answers the question, But my thing is this: the whole debate structure is total a farce. It seems like it was set for one side in terms of attack. Don't talk about no economic program, don't talk about no social program, and you will fix certain things. It went up that records for both debate. Now, what can I expect tomorrow night when the Prime Minister and the opposition meet? Is that the same approach he's going to take, attack the Prime Minister? Is he going to attack the Prime Minister about the Integrity Commission and whatever reports our Integrity can certify his thing and he should not be running? Is that his plan of attack? Jamaica needs to see our leaders debate robustly with respect to each other and deal with the matters in context, whatever is asked, and deal with it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Dexter. Money Queen would have been more useful than Flavor. Man, I beat her like, everyone, good night. Everyone, it's easy, the Flavor. So the Flavor, listen, the Flavor with them is just that person with that personality. She never been a shouting match and the bully. She just going to answer the questions as she know it and make sure she not made an error like some people. Time come. Yeah. No, come on, Errol. Don't go there about tough that will get to give the questions in as well. No, boss. No, man. One by one. Why you really want to go jail? Well, I'm going to tell you, boy, I hope if some of your boys don't go jail, you won't say anything. Eh? Yeah, man. But my thing is this, the debate is not a debate. The debate is more like, who can mudsling each other, while one party was there trying to answer questions, one was just mudslinging, shouting and ranting. And, my thing is this, we need to have structure in debates, as Dexter said. Should be technical. I don't know. It should be technical, Dexter. Anybody can ask questions. You can, but all you structure the questions, and that's what it is. And debates have to have surprise questions. You can't give them a question beforehand or whatever. But the whole thing about this debate, the two debate, was total garbage. Total garbage. I don't care what anybody wants, whether PNP or JP. Because once again, the moderator, all of us are time, which is total. You can't be a clock watcher or a referee. You have to put something in place. Somebody at a time on that front, and somebody can ask questions too. Why can't the moderator ask the panel to answer the questions directly? What they're asked. Instead of them mostly each other like, okay, what's the point? And it goes to show that the democracy in Jamaica is still still in the amateurish way, and still in a third world mode in terms of how they're looking at debate. People might say, yeah, they're ready. No, I'm not ready. The Jamaica Debate Commission already, straight. And then there was this issue with the girl who now able sign language and they want to give someone else. I have no problem trying someone else. But it's how you go about it. There are many ways you can go about it, and then just show this lady who has been the one who would always see in the background, helping the deaf people understand with their language and to move it and the expression of face. But I don't want them try here. I mean, my boy from, thank God, we name them. Give an overview of our portfolio, but trust me, it was not good look. You understand me? Yeah, but all right, that's part of the BJ as a whole. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Dexter, in terms of technical approach should be there to ensure that the questions are answered properly. You see, my thing is this, Dexter. People came with them plan, and they stick to their plan. The PME quite clearly came with that plan, and that's what their plan was from day one, from attack. Forget about answering issues and concerning questions. So my thing is that, we need to know that the debate needs to be structured, more organized, and people must debate on real issues that affecting Jamaican people. And that's why I keep saying this, and I will not say it again. Politicians are Jamaica's worst enemies. Yeah, politicians are. Because even with the debate laughing, it goes to show. They toy with the ignorance of Jamaican people. They toy a lot. They speak a lot. And toy with the minds of Jamaican people because they know most of Jamaican masses may be ignorant. Are there in ignorant state. I mean, the JP messaging keeps on saying this is what's going on. And my thing is this: you cannot have a country where ignorance dominates the headline, dominates the population minds. And that's where I am with it. The debate is just the two debates, and I'm not happy. Was just a waste of time, waste of energy. I'm not sure people make up their mind, people who don't make up their mind, the people maybe have problem with maybe them get something on that it. But it was not, there's no substance in these two debates. There was no substance. There was no robust debate and issues and policies that we put forward to help Jamaica keep forward. And that's why I problem with PNP in the era. You're already PNP now. I understand that. I'm not fighting. But my thing is this with the PNP. They're not able to put robust policies that will keep Jamaica moving forward. You have not. And that's where they come in the debate saying about 3.5. And they're trying to do forecast, as Sir Julian said, that the revenue when we continue coming at 160 million, they can't use that money. Mr. Robinson even know that there are expenditures, and those expenditures, they might be loans, they might be increasing salaries that will affect $160 billion. And so that's where the PNP lack. They are not having no robust in-house debate on how they're going to tackle and get money and give the people and what. You're only 3.5, not where we're. You have cut somewhere. It's just common sense. Yeah. 3.5 no income tax in the Jamaican dollars era. You have cut some other expenditure to give them people there. You have cut some services to keep the 3.5. They don't know if there's a natural disaster or whatever will happen, what cushion is going to be enough to give the people 3.5 million break, income tax break. And so this is where I can separate myself from, from where the parties are going. Where one party is giving the explanation, one party is saying they're going to do it based on this projected income. The projection can run, naturally it can come. Something can happen and a COVID come, everything is wiped out. Everything. So my thing is this: And I say we don't know apology. Norman Michael man, they'll be turning the grey hole to see how the PNP is operating. You understand me? The JLP and other side, like I said, keeps on doing the messaging. They keep doing the messaging. You understand? I'm going to play 2 videos, and this is one from Tarawa. And listen to the message he keep on beat the drums on. And that's really the difference between the PNP and the JLP. The messaging keeps on working. Listen to this.
I heard with my own ears last night, Damian Goatman Crawford say if the PNP win, they're going to disband the rural school bus system. And I say to him and the rest of them, Tom drunk, but Tom no fool, and they are going to pay dearly on September 3rd for that statement they made last night. You have had 743 children injured in road accidents involving students. You have had 63 deaths in the last 2 years. And we have had 15 children killed in road accidents in rural Jamaica since the start of this year. Oh my God Almighty, man. You're really going to want the people, Picnic, to continue to be killed off because of the transport that they are taking? I say to you tonight, vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out? Not because you are PNP or you are JLP. God don't like ugly. God don't like bad mind. And bad mind is not something you're born with. Bad mind in your heart, but you're born.
Slew them up, their feelings, them a carry. Them done bow already.
Yes. Everyone. This is now. You must say the buses, and I want to talk about the buses, and no, you should not need to be ashamed of it. Not to be ashamed of 30-year buses or 15-year buses, because it's all about transportation safety of our kids. And just today, I read in the newspaper, I think it's Jamaica Online, Jamaica Green Online, where a taximan was charged for rape. And then that's where I come to realize that when people like yourself, Errol, and other persons are lick up on the old buses and they're going to be transporting our kids safely from predators like the taximan who rape the teenager girl. And there are so many other stories where taximen have been raping these girls. I hear about no panty Fridays when they check the buses. And we are talking and we are crying about whole buses. We are talking about the doors are on the wrong side. We are talking about the tires them blew off. We are talking about it's our Jamaican children. We are talking about safety for our kids. Proper monitoring of our kids attending schools without no cost, without worrying about where they're going to get dropped off, who them are go with, who are take with the girls and rape them, Errol and Dexter and company, who believes the old buses are not worth it. The buses are worth it because once again they're going to be in big buses who are going to safe, will be safe. They will drive, they will be monitored by cameras, they will be monitored by apps, they will be monitored by the driver. It doesn't matter if they cost too much. Yeah, we understand it maybe cost too much, Dexter. But the fact of the matter, we are moving our kids in the rural area from these predators who rape and kill and get an accident with our kids. And that's the point. We need to move away from cost. Sometimes, yes, the cost might be too much, but we have to take a stand and do it for our children. So don't tell me about, yeah, 1.4 customer. Yeah, it's me customer, but we're moving in a different direction to protect our children from the rapists, them, from accidents, careless people, make accidents with our kids, them. And that's the point. Doesn't matter PNP or JB, but we're moving now to a bus. If there are real issues, there must be warranties, right? If there are real issues with the bus, it will come forth. I guarantee you, Dexter and Comaral, it will come forth. I don't make blanket statement, error and taxes, but that's a fact. They're raping the teenage girls. Them no panty in the buses. It doesn't matter. It's all about the perspective. What we are seeing is taximen are raping and taking our teenage girls. It doesn't matter. A taximan. How many of them are still get them or get raped? How much of them? How much more unaccounted for? How much more of these girls have been molested which were not complaining? That's why, Errol, we have to move away from the thinking of the predators. They are like pedophiles and our pedophiles. We can't catch them. Because I'm threatening young girls, if they talk or whatever. We need to make sure we protect the kids of the children of Jamaica, especially our girls. That's because of the make of the buses. You can't warranty. You have to have warranty on our buses, servicing, all that thing. Because once again, when they reset the mileage, they must go right to the service. Are you changing the engine out? There's so many ways you can deal with these buses. And these buses have been the history of American society for years. When kids used to integrate, the kids have got back on the bus, and white people sit in the front from what you call segregation days until they bring in the bus. These yellow buses have been a part of USA history. And we know most of the buses Dexter are old buses. They're old. They're not brand new. There's no new bus. They want to recondition and put the new engine and let them go back on the road. But they've been transporting the kids of America. And that's just the reality. You know, and you know, everybody can say all they want, but we need to move away from the pettiness and look more toward being protective. That's what I'm saying. And if we cannot agree to that offense, but we're not getting there's no better value because the buses Dexter are highly, what do you call it, safety buses. These buses, if they mean accident, the kids will be more safer. These buses, and this is what Jamaicans don't understand, you know. Everybody talk about a pro box and this and this, but most of them pro box are dead trap vehicles. And what I mean dead trap is that they are low impact vehicles, they are medium impact vehicles, high impact vehicles. That means that if you are low impact vehicle, when you get cash, you're born to get some part of your limb injured, eye gone and the mark. So it sounds so cool. If you're medium impact, you have some possibilities of surviving in a crash. High impact, when you're high impact vehicle, you guarantee you say, what might happen, you be about gone, you're still alive, you're good to go. That's all they make this. The buses what we get in Jamaica are high impact vehicles. They are at the highest level of safety for transporting kids in America. Even turnover, the chance of their living is high. Then when the coaster bus, I look at taxi man, I feel them up and I phone them and I call no panty Friday and all those things. Safety must be the priority for Jamaican children. No compromise on that. So with a whole bus, but I'm strong and good and keep moving, I don't have a problem. If you want to look at the cost and revalue, it's fine. But we must make sure that we protect our children. So, Andy made. If you believe that one, yeah, listen. You can't talk about the poor team buses. That's funny. We talk about the bus enough for kids. You can't show me off track now about the poor vehicles. Leave the buses alone. Moving on to tomorrow night, the big debate between Bogart and Marky G. I know I can send some money. And I bet tomorrow that, listen, if Marky G comes and say line of attack tomorrow, Bogart will chew him. Very chew him. More true, easy because once again, Bogart is a man, honest, he know all Africa government, he know what he can talk about. I know he's going to make sure Marky G, surely the Marky G best option, maybe see a line attack, ask about Interior Commission, and the Prime Minister shouldn't be there. And so everything tomorrow is all. I figure tomorrow the gloves will offer the Bogart, the gloves will offer Marky G. So that is where the battle really is tomorrow night. And the battle will be for the minds of the people. I don't know, I remind the people we're talking about non-committed who's going to vote. Yeah, people will vote. And that's and the one who are not committed yet. You know. And so, you know, I'm just saying this to say that this election, you know, we're BNP now enough for the seats. That's all I'm more than a GLP boss. Yeah, man. The BNP, I've been trying out of where they were with 40 seats, but I don't think they can. Now with Westmoreland, they might lose the whole of Manchester. They now in Mobile. Yeah, they might get back a few seats in Kingston, St. Andrew. They now in St. Thomas. They now in Portland. So you tell me, if I know where they're going to win, St. Andrew where they're going to win, the PNP are a tall order upon the man, a tall order. And, you know, and this is what it seems to me from a distance. I see where I was watching the JLP conference. Listen, a lot of money I spent out of Europe on the JLP side. Yeah, and I was surprised if they spent over 1.2 billion on this campaign. Maybe I'm getting maybe a program 450 million money, 450 million when make you must spend back on the election campaign to illicit enrichment. yeah, man. Maybe I let her go on with him now, man. If I use the illicit enrichment money and I spend on the campaign to make sure everything good and coach for the JLP return to power. But the JLP has spending money left and right. They launch with a manifesto and they have digital money, they have AI manifesto, they have everything now. And it seems like the PNP doesn't have that amount of cash flowing. And my thing is this, maybe Dexter, is that votes might have to be bought again. Is vote buying still existing in this election? But people still want them $10,000 for a vote. Maybe the price gone up to $15,000 for a vote. Is vote buying still present? And from my perspective, I think it's still there. I'm not saying it's a one-sided way. I feel it means both sides. Because what I'm seeing is this, you know, when nomination, I see this thousands of crowd that walk a PNP, a 1,000 crowd with JLP, I'm just trying to understand, why would they be doing that? Is this a sign of sudden signal of strength that they have a lot of people they consider lack? What is going on there? Even more around a car, when she's a man, or she does, or whatever, she's a Manchester, or whatever. There are thousands of people come support her. Thousands. Is it the pull out of the MP or what people willing to come out and give her that support? It's left to be seen. It's left to be seen. And so, you know, the politics, Ever talk to Whitney and Peter Bundy about things that money about. You ever talk to Peter Bundy about that? But, you know, my thing is that, by the way, Errol, please send me that copy of the program on Ira Johnson. You haven't sent it back to me the last couple of days. Oh, I forget you're not the other time, but anyway. But my thing is that the whole thing of the campaign, a lot of millions being spent. And the other issue that the party that spends the most are end up winning the election. Yeah, the party that spends the most are end up winning the election. And so I'm predicting JP win. I don't see where people because I don't know if there's so much money that can flow into all feeds. And spend a lot of time on the road. They're doing the spot meetings and all that. I think we got to 2 and 3, 4 spot meeting all over the place, campaigning and all that. And that's the way I am. I'm trying to scroll through the internet Facebook. They don't want to release one. Stop having a release Finch Report because the Finch Report that we done till we're going with that. The Finch Report that tell us who was responsible for the crisis, and it's going to be clear that your friend Omar Davis with him bad high interest rate. I don't know what is his issue. So PNP actually is a wrong choice to be asking for that report. They are the ones who are in the power, and when they release it, what they want to say. We all know that they were bad loans by Edward Seaga. Same thing if we get 30 million, forget about that 30 million. They were bad loans for Alisha anytime when you do the greenhouse farm. There are a few people, you know. Franklin said you'll be 55. Really, Franklin? Damn, Franklin, that bad, brother. You have to increase them to 55, 8. Wow, Franklin. You know, so Errol said 40 seats to the PNP. Franklin said 55, 8 for the GLP. Dexter, what you say? Talk to him. I'm going to talk to him before I wrap up. Wow, 10:43. Whoa, 10:44. I've got about my time already. Yeah, but you know, my thing is this: the election is going to only show how the people are thinking and if they really think that Beauregard deserves a third term, and that's just it. If they deserve a third term, they will get it. I have no doubt about it. But the Jamaican voters are very fickle, and I still believe that it's who can spend the most and who can influence their base to go out and vote. I think the PNP is relying on their base to go out and vote. But I don't know if that is really the issue because we're, I want to play with one more. We're in Westmoreland. The man them bring 33-30. All right. All right, the Franklin's more battery. What are the next is the 33-30? Oh, from JP and PNP. Yeah, we're talking about the next thing. You can't 33-30, boss. Come on. Go to 46 for Dr. Andrew Hollins, 46 seats. Well, yes, sir. 46. Dexter 33-30. Oh, yep, you're going to do Dexter, but Dexter, come clean, man. Yo. Yes. You know what Dexter, I'm clarified. 33-32. PNP and GNP. Come on, Dexter, man. You know better than that, man. Come do your. Sorry, my friend, I'm like, my job make sure Dexter be clear with 30-30. Who are the clear winner? PNP and GNP. Come. Talk about Dexter, we're waiting for that. Even being from a wrap-up, boss. So, my thing is this. The Jamaican people have to make a decision. And I believe that it will show that. Tell the chief of market, J. Yes, sir. You know what? True comrade, man. Back in line. Yeah, man. We're not going to jail, man. I want policy ever go to jail now. And Jack Smith go to jail and he was there with the traffic bureau with Porter Simpson, Colin Miller and all those people. Nobody ever go to jail. We take the money from traffic bureau all money for them campaign. Illicit fund. That was illicit funding. Yeah. She said I poor people do her campaign and want to take the money from traffic bureau and all that. And then they all company. So nobody not go to jail. Nobody not going to jail. Sorry disappointed. Me one person might go to jail and that person from KSAC, that person. So but it's what it is. It's what it is. Hopefully, election is almost done. Tomorrow night, the big debate. Next week, Wednesday, I'll be here too. I think next week was the 3rd. Is that correct? Yeah, I think I will have to do my postmortem, maybe do my show, start my show maybe on Thursday night. Yeah. Yeah. The script flip, Sean. Yeah, I remember when yes, correct. BJ character, that's what it is, the flip script. And we can't go on it. Now somebody attacking somebody's character, and that's just the reality of it. It's very unfortunate, Franklin, but it's what it is. That's the nature of politics. Somebody said to me, politics come like blood sport. Yeah, come like blood sport themselves, blood sport. So we'll have to deal with it. But my peeps in Jamaica, please make sure you go out and vote. Put your X beside where you prefer, whether the bell or the head. Make sure you do your democratic duty, which is one vote, one man, one vote. It's a part of the process, and we need everyone to participate. And so just make sure you spread the word that you go out to vote. Whether you vote for PNP, GLSP, don't support soup. Welcome, Dana. Even brother, big up yourself, boss. But go out and exercise democratic rights. You're entitled to vote. You're entitled to vote and do what it is. You have to listen. Whether figure employed by the CIA, that's another story. We can go into that history. Where Michael Mann switched to democratic socialism and all that. And so that's another story by itself. We go to that trace. I can have my own story. I went to a scar bad time with that in that 70s time, and we can discuss that. But remember, my Jamaican peeps, please go out and vote. Make your X where you prefer to make your choice, whether the head or the bell. Me want the bell. And my prediction is that he will win comfortably. No, I'm kidding, but I'm expecting JP to win comfortably, maybe 40 seats, the minimum. 40 seats is minimum. I expect them to win because they have done a lot of good work in some communities. I'm not sure they're going to get that blow to 49 again or over 49. But I think they can win 40 seats comfortable based on the work you're winning. Beside what? The bell, yeah, man, we'll put extra time come. 63 do come on, that man. That can't, no. 63, the count is a 32 bar, 33 seats. And I'm saying the JB should get at least 40. Last night soup, but I'm expecting at least 40 seats for JLP based on the performance. Time come, yes. If time come, what time it is? We say 1 p.m. Yeah, man. 1 p.m. my phone. 1 p.m. it is right now. But listen, when 1 p.m. return or market G return, Jamaica, and I want to say this without no apologies. Jamaica has been through a lot of changes from its independence. Our people have been suffer a lot. Them suffer till we have been attacked by the state. We have lost friends through crime and violence. We have lost the young people through various things, into improper education, lack of infrastructure development, and lack of jobs opportunities, lack of skilled training for people. And this is where I've always said the potential of our human capital has been underutilized. But our human capital has been exploited by the politicians. Whether they have good intentions or whatever, but they were exploited, or people have been exploited to the max. I have been through many scars. And one of my stories before I wrap up, and I've gone over my time so much for the past couple of weeks, is that when they were short of food, my mom myself went to the supermarket by Mulline's Road and see what driver, it's called Grace Store, whatever it is, Grace Supermarket. And we were in line waiting, going to someone get food because everything was scarce. And I can remember about 20-40 minutes, we saw police coming with dogs in an open back vehicle. And what they did was to let the dogs loose on the crowd, which included my mom and myself. And all I can remember my mom saying, "Run, Sean, run. Run, Sean, run." And we were running down Seaward Drive, running as fast as we could. My mom said, "Run, Sean, run." The dogs were chasing people and jumping at them and biting at them. I wanted to run faster than my mom, but I couldn't leave my mom. My mom was running. Look a Browning lady. Yeah, man, Daddy Browning. But we ran. We ran for our lives that Saturday morning. And this Saturday morning, we ran and ran and ran till my mom ran out of breath, and we stopped for a few, and we walked back. Not to Grace. We walked somewhere and go around Cosmos until morning could find like money and take a cab care. But the man go run a yellow cab there, or Axel Morris cab there, and go back home. And that was my scar with the PNP. And that's when I decided I would never vote for PNP. I would never think about being a PNP because of that scar. When dogs chase me, my mom don't see what drive. And there are the people who have their scars and experience about politicians from GLP side too. And that's why they would never vote for GLP. And my point is that the politicians of our country have left a lot of scars on our people. And so the scars and those memories continue to linger and we spread them to our children down the road. And my thing is that no politician should ever use the state against our people and make our people go through no suffering or pain. Never again. No one should ever use their powers to weaponize against people, our own people. Never should do that. Because our people are special. Our people did not bring on poverty on ourselves. Our people did not bring lack of housing and lack of infrastructure on ourselves. Or lack of jobs. Or lack of education on ourselves. We have entrusted the politicians to do what is necessary to make sure that the people of our country are productive. Get a proper education, get opportunity for job, get opportunity for housing, get proper infrastructure, development, progress. Not to fight for scarce benefits and spoils for the very few. How much money they can make, so? Can they take that friggin' money to the grave with them when they're dead? No. May they get it to them family or them son and daughter. But when them dead, them son and get the money when them get, or the property, the assets what them have. All I'm saying, politicians must do for the people, first and foremost. Not for themselves and their family. And that's where the big difference between Brogan and Market J and Company. Market didn't talk a nice talk, but it's just promises in the past, from way past. Bro God has done, put in the work, and build infrastructure, and cut unemployment. Him give the kids them chance to go to school, go learn a trade, and give them stipend. You understand? The young kids them a cut crime. So why not give them a chance? You might give people water. You might give people housing. Social housing program. You might provide 300, 600 housing solution for poor people. You know how much time you see the people that cry when you get in the house. Old people, young people, man with disability, and I'm gonna get out them a ball like baby. They don't believe so them get a house to live in. Them and them family. Every time I see it, me not tell them I come, if you see them video, you watch it, all the people them are break down in tears. Because I come from shank, board house, zinc now there, and I get a house, concrete house, 2 and 3 bedrooms with all amenities. Yeah, made by labor, brother. But my thing is this. This is what government should be doing for the people, the most vulnerable in our society, brother. This is what they're doing. This is what I want to leave last with you. Is that I was in philosophy class, it's just Chinaman coming in class with pan drape up, my rope as him belt. I'm teaching philosophy. I don't remember. I remember the book. I don't remember. Yeah, man, doing. Boy, come. Yeah, general. Yeah, man, time go. What time it is doing? 1 p.m. But he was in this. Yeah, philosophy. I remember the book. Books are damn hard to read. I never understand the book. But at this point, he come from China. He said that the government responsibility is to take care of the old, provide food, shelter, and clothing, the basic commodities for the people. That's what he said. And that's where I'm at with our politicians in Jamaica. We must be able to protect the most vulnerable, provide jobs, provide opportunities. Yeah, I know, they're getting changed, but my thing is this. One day, I guarantee you, Franklin and Errol, Courtney, Dwayne, Donald, everyone online, Dexter, that the PNP will be back in power. I'm guaranteed the PNP will be back in power. Because no country, apart from a dictator country, can run forever on a one-party democratic society. It always sometime a change. But what I need to see from the PNP is a rethinking. Yeah, a revolution of ideas and thinking on the box and how they're going to keep Jamaica moving forward and continue program that the GLP will do, and they add on to program with proper fiscal and prudence management. And that's all I'm asking from the PNP. Burger done set the trend. He done a lead already with everything. And he will one day will have to lead the stage. And the next year they will come whatever from GLP and the PNP. But there will have to be more persons coming up the rank to take our country, our love country, forward in that new transformation where our people will be more progressive, where our people will be more productive, where our people will increase their wealth, where our people will earn more per capita, like Singapore. Dexter, chill. You have to do that. You're not in your handpicked thing. They go through a process of interview, check the background, check what they're going through and all that, brother. So don't circumvent the facts. They have to go through a process of interview before the houses are built for them. So in closing, my brother, once again, please tell a friend, go out and vote. But put X beside the bell. You want to put X beside the bell? Hey, that's your choice. I still love you all. So enjoy the rest of your week. See you all next week, Thursday, because that's post-mortem election. I will talk about the results and discuss that. And maybe try to get a guest off too who want to come along and give their view. Me Mark Errol, me Mark Dexter, me Mark Franklin, whoever it is that can get to come on the program to just give the view on the election result. Whether JP win or lose, we're still there. Life continues. And that's the fact. So my brothers and sisters, peace out. Have a wonderful night and enjoy the rest of the week. And I'll see you on next week Thursday. And I'm going to be Wednesday. Next week Thursday, after the election, we'll have our show. So one love, stay tuned, and good night.
Tell Mark Golding that at no time can he stand in the shoes of Andrew Holness. No time. Nor can his team match our team. So let me tell you something. I want Mark Golding, since he has made integrity an issue of this campaign, tell the people of Jamaica how you came to succeed in the seat that you are. What price did you pay? And what did you gain? I think it's only fair that you tell the people of Jamaica. We don't want to speculate. Tell us your role with FinSAC. Tell us your relationship with the former Minister of Finance. Tell us how your companies earn the profits of the backs of Jamaicans. Come clean and tell us, because at no time can you stand in the shoes of our leader, Andrew Holness. Who are the big man? Andrew. Who run the island? Andrew and his team. And we say, to God be the glory. Forward ever, backward never. Put your X beside the bell. Choose the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose a better future for you.
Shower.
This is my view.
Don't play style food going on.
Andrew Holness, they are the team well strong.
Yeah, man, Dexter, the campaign.
JLP, me set the thing up. From road work to walk, we not ease up, prosperity around. The whole place turn up. Andrew in our place, stocks cut with your support. Everything good, yeah, the money just afloat. Get on you look, greatness in high school. Believe not yourself, people enough hope. Fi be winner, progress it have to show. In road have to fix up, money have to flow. Mommy want roof before the storm blow. Jumps in my sisters, jumps in my bro. Economy a rise, everything a grow. Andrew and you a lead out, them a watch it show. Division real, the people want more. You them future secure. You're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Leader, you're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Prosperity louder than before. They get to up a vision, we don't want poor. You're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Leader, you're the leader, and Jamaica say sure. Education for the youths and more. 1 PM, 1 Jamaica, Andrew.
Yes, good night. See you all next week, Thursday night. Remember, not Wednesday, Thursday night. Election post-mortem. That's it. One love. Me go hide that dollar. I just shot victory. Blessing. Good night, all. Take care.